This is Dungeon Not Included, the actual play podcast for the adventurous listener. You are listening to our game of Bulldogs, a sci-fi adventure RPG from Galileo Games. Brennan is your GM and host, Frank plays Sticky, Alex plays Graucom McGruff, and Red plays San Ming. Our theme music is by Seamus Ronan.
Brennan,
Yes.
do you want to do our previously on? Because I don't remember much other than, like, we're separated. That's what I remember is that Rex went off with somebody else, and they went off to, like, try and join the cult.
That's right. Yeah, I went to join the cult because that I figured that would help.
We'd be able to get robes. Yeah. That would be a way to get us robes and get us inside. And then Morgan's character knew a guy. So
Yes.
use that trait to go find someone in their contact list. And I
Yes.
think we met them, but I don't remember much.
No, we haven't met them yet. I think we calmed them and they said they're coming.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's correct. And then the spy that was trailing Rex is in the room with him now. So
Right.
Okay, perfect.
I'm like, hey, how's it going?
yeah, because you guys didn't catch him like once the whole time.
No, and any of our checks, we have not seen this guy at all.
He's just very good at his job.
I mean, one hopes that somebody would be good at their job.
Well, the last spy they met wasn't as good at their job.
Oh, is that the one on the ship?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Rex Barkley. Yeah, that's right.
It's coming back.
Kind of the Boston Staten Island thing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I remember the Staten Island part. I forgot how much Boston was in there. But like once I saw Rex Barkley, I'm like, I'm gonna bark the bark in Harvard Yard.
It's awesome. Brother
right.
Fenwick. That was the guy's name. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There's
Brother
some
Fenwick.
notes.
Yeah, we got a couple of notes.
Thanks God we have any.
Considering how much I know, I'm abysmal at remembering all this stuff, and I need such a I still have yet to pick up a notebook and write anything down. If I were one of my students, I'd be so mad at me.
I'm barely better than you guys, and I'm running the game, and I also keep not writing anything down.
So for katanas and trench coats, we created a rule that the way you recover wounds is to do at the beginning of an episode to do a previously on, and you just say what happened, and whatever you say is canon and happened last episode, and you just fucking move forward. It's great.
That's awesome.
That reminds me because I do a podcast called Power by the Players, and a lot of people are note takers. And I was trying to remember what happened last game because someone drew something and I threw things at them at the last second. I was like, "Hey, Kristen, what did I throw at you again? What were those cards that I threw at you?" She's like, "I didn't write it down." I was like, "Diana," she's like, "I didn't write it down." I was like, "Who wrote it down?" There's 4 of y'all here.
And you're relying on everyone else to write things down, so
Now I'm starting to take an hour afterwards to write things down because apparently I can't trust them anymore. I love them. I can't trust them.
We play it fast and loose here on Bulldogs, so. All right.
With our pickle martinis.
So I'll bring us in with a recap, and then we'll just go ahead.
Yes, hold on one second. You said pickle martini?
Pickle martini. It's amazing.
That sounds up my alley.
That does.
If I drank. When I drank, that would have been up my alley.
That's a you thing.
Pickles are absolutely a me thing.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Look, pickles can still be a you thing.
Oh, pickles are my favorite. I love peanut butter and pickle sandwich is my favorite sandwich.
I have become a convert to the ways of peanut butter and relish sandwiches.
Yeah, right? It's so good.
Hell fucking yeah.
Have you done with I'm assuming you've done it with a spicy relish, get some heat in there. You got to then it's almost like it's like half of Korean food. You know what I mean? It's pickled, it's heat hot, it's got peanut. It's awesome.
I have not tried it with a spicy relish. I had.
Oh, do it. Trust me.
And I grabbed a jar of relish.
Yeah, that's your homework for next time. Get some heat in that sandwich. Trust me, it's going to be awesome.
I'm amazing. I'm amazing. That's also true, but I'm excited. Is what I meant to say.
And this all stays in, right? This is all staying in.
Absolutely. All right. It's all being recorded right now by Craig. So
That's true.
This
Thanks,
is
Craig.
the official
Yeah.
sandwich of this side arc is the spicy
pickle and
relish
relish.
and pickle
Peanut butter,
spicy
spicy
relish and
relish.
peanut butter sandwich.
yeah.
I like that you prioritize the spicy relish, and it makes
Yeah.
sense. I would personally prioritize the peanut butter, but
Sure.
you do you.
Get no, it's you get that sweet and eat. That's what you need. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's officially your old military nickname, Grelcom.
So, oh no, that's our name. Like my knuckles say sweet, and yours say heat.
Oh, I
But
heard
we
you
can't
say
see.
I
we
had
can't-
sweet meat.
sweet
Oh.
and neat.
Oh, sweet and heat.
Oh, I mean, that's funny
H-E-A-T.
too.
The sugary sweetness from the peanut butter with the
No. I had. Wait. You use sweet peanut butter?
no, but peanut butter
Bullshit.
has lots of peanut butter has sugar in it generally.
Not necessarily.
Well, I guess if you do your
Not
own,
if you use
make
good peanut butter.
That's fair. I also am a fan of like a Jif or a Skippy though. I'm not a.
Smucker's organic salted is the way
Okay.
to go.
Okay, that'll be my homework.
That's your homework.
Right.
Get a jar of Smucker's, and you can do crunchy or smooth. That's up to
Okay.
you.
Maybe I'll
but,
try crunchy for a little texture.
the
This is now
I
the
like-
podcast,
I like-
by the way.
I know, right. This is now.
Bulldogs.
We've changed the podcast to Sweet and Heat.
There's
Sweet
still no
tea.
dungeon.
There's still no dungeon. That's right.
There's still no dungeon.
No, I'm saying by. I have sweet and you have heat on our knuckles, but we can't see them because of the fur. We got them tattooed,
right.
and then now
That's-
it's grown over.
All right.
Okay.
Sweet and heat.
On that note, previously on Dungeon Not Included.
So previously, you all went to visit Infocity, where you found that you could not get past the tourist section of the station, and Rex has decided to join the cult of information monks. in
I'm
an
helping.
effort- Yes, exactly. In an effort to sneak his way in. Meanwhile, Gigi called a contact of hers who is currently a monk, and you're waiting to meet up with that individual right now. Brother Fenwick, I believe. No, I think
Yeah,
Brother
but-
Fenwick was the guy who was in the. It was
No, it's Brother Fenwick. He's my ex-honey,
okay. Nice. So, which one of you should we start with? How about Brother Fenwick? I think that's probably the best way to go. We'll leave people
I
in
think so too.
suspense.
I like it.
Yeah.
I am completely in suspense. This is the best part.
All right. So, your previous squeeze, Brother Fenwick, arrives dressed in the robes and headdress of the Infocity monks.
What does the headdress look like?
It's like a two bands that come down on either side of the head and another one that comes down on the back. They look like metallic. So
Okay.
think of like a judge's wig, except with big holes in the side.
Interesting. I like
That's
it.
really
Okay.
cyberpunk. It's awesome.
Oh, yes, it's so good.
All right. So Brother Fenwick. So what does he look like?
Oh, damn it! You're making me describe people. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say, well, he's Arsabarian.
Also
Right? Oh, is that-
Arsabarian. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, is that the right term? So I was like,
Mhm.
nope, that's not my character sheet. That was a pupper. Yeah, he's Arsabarian. He's about 6 feet or so tall.
Okay.
Probably pretty slender. Probably like red hair and blue eyes.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
And
let
I
his
think
hair
he's
grow out a
doing-
little bit. So
Oh yeah, it's sort of doing like it's like a sort of like a wave. It's like very 1970s, like you know how the guys had the
Like,
hair.
yeah,
out
kind of
then?
feathered.
Yeah, feathered. That's the word.
Nice.
I think when she sees him, like, Fanny, baby, it's been so long, and she's gonna like go up and like give him like a really big hug and like kiss him on the cheeks and be like, "Golly, your hair, it's looking so good."
He kind of preens a little bit and says, "Thank you very much.
It's
What brings you to Info City?"
just I have a client and like spend some time here, waiting for the things before we go back because I'm working still.
Still working.
Yeah, obviously I'm not working for the big show anymore, but I'm doing what I can.
Fenwick says, "I'm happy to see you, of course. It's always nice to have visitors here on the station. We don't see outsiders very often unless we're going on pilgrimage."
Oh, really? I thought you'd be seeing a lot of people coming in and out for the tourist and whatnot.
Well, I'm an archivist. I'm busy in the
Oh.
back.
Oh, you're getting into those books, aren't you?
Well, yes, electronic.
You're so smart. That's what I loved about you. You're just always so smart. And sorry, you got little smuts on your face, and she's gonna like just quickly like just get like it was a bit of her lipstick that when she kissed his cheek, so she's just like rubbing it off, and she's like, maybe if you can, I'd be really interested to see what this place is about before I leave again. See you again, talk some more.
All right, let's have a rapport roll from you.
Okay.
You do get a +1 because he's our Sabaran.
Yeah. Okay, so a modifier 1, and then submit. That's how it works. Yes, it does. Got a 3.
Yes, it is. All right, so you got a 3. He kind of looks around a little bit and he says, "Well, it probably won't hurt anything to bring you in the back so that you can see what I'm doing."
Oh gosh, that'd be just great. Oh, by the way, I don't know. Gralcom, how close are you, by the way? Are you like with us or
I'm probably standing a little back and letting you go up and do your thing. I'm probably standing a couple feet behind you with my arms lightly crossed, not like heavy, like not like angry looking, but crossed and at attention behind you.
Okay. Does Brother Fenwick look away at all to like see Gralcom, or is he just like
he's pretty much not paying any attention to Gralcom at all.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's fine with Gralcom. Yeah.
I think she's gonna be like, all right, well, give me 1 second. Let me just talk to my security guard here, and I'll be back with you in a bit. Unless he can come with us, maybe. Or do you just want some alone time? And she like gives him a wink.
He blushes and says, "Well, I was thinking it would be just you."
Well, okay. Well, let me talk to my bodyguard real quick, and I'll be right back. And she walks back over to Gralcom, and she's like, "All right, well, I think," and she like leans in and sort of whispers to him, so no one can hear it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
And hold on, I lost her voice. Come back. All right, well, I got a way to go into the back but I don't know if you can come with us. But I know you need to get back there as well. So,
do I have? I'm trying to think. What do I have? What would be the stat if I even have it at all to see how much I trust somebody?
How much you trust Gigi?
Yeah.
Would that be a good question? I think that's
the only thing
closest
thing I have is I have empathy. That's the closest
empathy.
thing I've got.
Empathy is probably your best bet.
All right, because I want to see how I feel about. I don't know how he feels about her, so I'm going to let the dice tell me how he feels about her. If that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's totally cool.
So that is a 1. So that's positive. So I'm going to assume that I'm going to say he trusts her, at least something. So I think that Gralcom's.
By the way, if she leaned into you, you could totally smell the alcohol on her breath.
Maybe should I read?
Never mind.
But that's
Look
like,
at that
oh
roll.
no. I think that he smells the alcohol, and he has like, I think he has a positive association with sticky when he smells it. Like he's like, okay, like at one point in my life, I might not have trusted this, but I've gotten in and out of situations with somebody who this is not anything that's going to phase me at this point.
All right, I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think we have gotten, my life has been saved so many times by someone who just came from the bar. So I think that he's gonna say, all right, if you think you're gonna be able to get in there,
What
I'm
just
going
saying is that and she looks over back at Fenwick and like gives him like a little like wave and just like looks back to Graucom and be like, y'all are about the same height. So
Oh, I see. Well, why don't you go have a good time, and I will make myself useful elsewhere.
all right. And she like gives like Graucom like a little wink and like is like grabs his arm and just gives a little squeeze and just walks back to Fenwick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fenwick will take you to a door that you didn't notice before.
All these things are just hiding everywhere.
Yeah, it's beyond the yellow line, and he sort of waves off the guard when you step across.
Nice.
And
yeah, she's following with him.
I think then, if Graucom is left to his own devices at this point, I think that he starts like trying to think like what should be his next step, and like what would basically start thinking like what would the other rest of the crew do if they had the situation. I think that his thought would be like, San generally is pretty good about thinking a lot of things through and trying to plan stuff, while Sticky actually is really good at actually making a lot of that come together. So I think he's going to think like, what would be the next step? I think he's going to see if he can't go. We tried to get just straight up regular schematics before and failed.
Totally
right?
failed. Yeah.
Totally failed.
Yeah.
I think that he's going to. I think he's going to go see. Can he try? But instead of going for regular schematics, he just wants to go for sewer system of this planet and see if he can't hack that. Or is that the same idea of what we've gone?
It's a giant space station, but that's fine.
Does it not have like a interconnecting series of waste tubes to get rid of all the crap that
sewage?
Yeah,
it's just not a planet. So.
Oh, so okay. So the space. Okay, so instead of looking for the planets, I'm looking for the space stations. Series of whatever sort of. I think he's going to look for whatever sort of air vents or sewer systems or anything like that that might be able to get him to move around without actually having to be in these costumes in case things go wrong. So he's going to head back to any of the computers. Yeah, and I'm just going to be a straight up. I got nothing. So he's going to just roll a 0. So. And Graucom's is going to sit there at the computer for a while and not know what he's doing, just kind of pointing and clicking.
Yeah, you're doing that, and then you hear a discreet voice beside you, more of a elderly and queerless one, say, "May I help you, son?"
Yes. Hi. How are you today?
He says, "You seem to be having some trouble with the interface."
Yeah, I'm new here, and I'm just having the darndest time trying to find out more information about this space station. It's marvelous, and it seems it's very big, and I'm having trouble navigating. I'd like to see a lot of what's here outside of just this little waiting room, but I'm having a hard time finding anything that will tour maps. Map of the stars kind of thing, anything, any sort of like this place has got to have a lot of history. Is there any guides I can take?
He says, "You're looking for history of the station. I could help you with that." And he begins rapidly pulling up various documents for you to view.
Okay. I start. Can I tell if anything immediately like jump? I'm looking for anything that comes up that he's showing me, even if it's like, I'm sure he's giving me like just the complete history, but anything that even remotely looks like schematics that comes up, I think I'm gonna kind of remember.
Because you rolled a 0,
yeah.
I'm gonna give you outdated schematics is what you're going to get out of this.
Okay.
And I'm putting that down as an aspect.
Okay, so we might end up in some like National Treasure Da Vinci Code kind of thing where we're going to like the secret ruins that are underneath this place or something.
This game has got a lot better. I mean,
Yes. Do you have did you guys have any sort of declaration of independence of any kind that may or may not have maps on the back of it?
It says, the Declaration of Independence of Infocity, yes.
He makes a note to himself. And Grauka makes a note to himself. It's like pulls out his data parasite, writes down like "must steal Declaration of Independence."
Yeah, he'll pull it up for you.
Sure. Then that's basically what I'm going to do for the next bit is just kind of scroll through this data and collect anything that seems to Graucom to be useful, but to what's useful to Graucom doesn't necessarily mean it's useful to anybody else.
Absolutely not. Right. So that's fine. So yeah, the interesting thing about the Declaration of Independence is that apparently this station used to belong to Arsabar, but is now an independent station.
Oh. Interesting.
Happened somewhere around the time the Treaty of Arsabar was signed, which created the frontier zone. So, meanwhile, Gigi.
Yeah.
You and Brother Fenwick have stepped out into the hallway, and he's leading you along. It's filled with weird sorts of archives, electronic archives of some kind, all stacked, to a towering height all around you.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, look at all these books. Have you read them all?
Oh, I've scanned them.
Oh, God, you're so smart. It keeps amazing me every day.
And he brings you down to his little office.
Oh, is this where you work? Oh, look at this place. Look at you. Out from being a pilot into being an archivist.
Well, I saw the way of information, the flow of it. And he begins to wax rhapsodical about his epiphany in that brought him here.
She acts like she's paying attention, but she's just looking around.
Okay. He does have a terminal that you might be able to stick the
thing into.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait, do I have the thing?
I don't think you do. I think Graucom still has it.
Yeah, I have it still.
Yeah, the one person who's still in the public area.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was thinking about handing it off, but I don't know. I held on to it.
Would I know this is like what we needed to like do the thing?
You're pretty sure that this is what he was looking for. Yeah, Graucom was looking for.
I think she's like, oh, well, this is so quaint, but real quick, do you know what like the little girl's room is?
Oh, yes. And he'll direct you to a restroom that's nearby.
Okay. Is he taking her to the restroom or just telling her where it is?
He just tells you where it is. He's not
good.
Concerned.
So she acts like she's going that way, but she really kind of, how do I get to Graucom without going past security guards? Oh, I know. She goes back out to the to the
door?
exit.
Yeah.
To the door and like pokes her head out and like sees a security guard.
Okay.
And she's like, "Hi, sorry to bother you, but I left my purse with my friend. Do you mind if I go grab that real quick?"
All right, make another rapport check.
Okay. You're not Asabarian, are they?
They are not, actually.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to double check.
Yeah.
The other 3.
You may want to spend a token on this, a fate token.
Okay.
To bump it up. Right now, he's going to be keeping a real close eye on you.
Okay, that's fine. I can do that. Yeah.
What
Spit.
aspect are you going to call in?
Oh, okay. Aspect. I mean,
Sure, you've got a good one for talking.
I mean, the only one, it looks like I have disgraced commercial pilot, taste for the hooch, the stars my home, and we are everywhere. So
We are everywhere, my work.
yeah, I was thinking about that one just because I'm an Arsparian. You
Right.
can trust me. Yeah, I think I'm going to call on that one.
Okay. All right. So that will make that a 5.
Nice.
And he says, yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Donald. And she like scoots past him real quick and like tries to look for Graucom.
Yeah, Graucom is there with another one of these monks next to him, sort of tapping away. The monk is tapping away on the keyboard and bringing up all these documents for Graucom, apparently.
I think she like sort of like saddles and is like, "Hey, baby. Oh, hello. Nice to meet you. Do you mind if I talk to my friend real quick?"
And he just sort of nods at you as he continues to work.
She kind of pulls Graucom away and she's like, "Do you have the thingy?"
Thingy. Oh, the drive?
Yes. You know, my personal items. And she like looks around and like says it louder so if anybody's overhearing, they're like, "Oh no, we don't want to hear about that."
Yeah, why?
It's that time of the month.
So you need me to give you your thing.
Yes, that would be much appreciated.
Sure. And he reaches in and kind of palms over the drive to you.
All right. She palms it from him and like sort of like I guess tucks it like in her top, like underneath the strap, just so it's like, you know, hidden away.
Hidden away. Okay.
Yeah. Because it's like what, a USB like sort of
Yeah. It's just a little jump
basically,
drive.
dongle. Okay.
Yeah.
And she's like,
A goober.
"Thank you," and she like gives you a wink and like walks back.
Okay. Well, we'll leave you there and jump over to Rex.
Yeah, here I am.
Yeah, you're getting an orientation video.
I've sat through more of these than I can count.
At a break during the video, you and your other fellow student are allowed to go and get refreshments. And as you do so, the gentleman pours 2 coffees and hands one to you.
Cool. I have no reason to distrust this.
I know. And he says, "Here you go, buddy."
Bottoms up.
Yeah. All right. So I need you to make a physique roll.
Awesome.
All right,
Boom.
Rex. So
Hot
you got
3.
a 3. Here's what happens. You're going to sit down again. This guy's going to sit down next to you, and then you're going to slowly drift off to sleep during the video.
That seems normal.
Okay, that seems normal. You don't want to do anything about that. All right.
I'm a retired service dog. I'm gonna. I feel like you can just compel that, and I will fall asleep.
All right. Legit. I'll give you a token for it. Sure.
Awesome. There's my fate point.
There's your fate point. All right. So you drift off to sleep, and then the next thing you know is
that Brennan is about to say 17 things in glitch format.
Yeah,
Probably.
absolutely.
Nailed it. Okay, say that again, because I was completely correct about you were about to say 17 things in glitch format.
Oh yeah, sorry. So you are tied up. Your hands and feet are bound. You have a gag, a dog gag, a muzzle on.
What?
Jesus.
Oh, who would do this? That's racist.
Exactly. And you find yourself being dragged through a dark corridor by someone who's dressed in monk's robes.
Well, this seems like it might be part of the hazing, obviously. So I'm just going to kind of like chill and roll with this.
Okay. Yeah. So as you are dragged along.
Can I smell who this person is?
Yeah. That would be
Awesome.
a survival check.
Yeah, survival
Cool.
plus you get a plus
You
2,
get
don't you, if
+2
you're using your
because
nose?
smell.
Yeah. So 4 + 2 is 6.
Nice. You recognize this guy immediately as the one who was supposedly a fellow student. Although he is now dressed in monk's robes, you take a closer look, you realize they don't fit him quite right.
Okay. Well, now that I know that, So how am I tied up? Like pause kind of in front of me, pause behind me.
Pause behind you. Your legs are bound up. You're basically hogtied.
Awesome. How is he dragging me?
By the collar of your shirt.
Cool. Let's see.
There's a couple of ways you could approach it. So
yeah. I think the thing that I'm gonna try and do is kind of like try and quietly physique my hand ties.
You're gonna try and bust out of them cuffs, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are they like cuffs or is it like rope?
It's actually rope.
Okay.
So
it's rope.
Yeah. So you should be able to. You should. You have a better chance of doing that than with cuffs, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think that like I'm a vet. I've got a pocket knife somewhere that I can easily reach just in case of some sort of thing like this happens. I will totally spend a fate point to have that be a thing.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, yeah, I've obviously got a pocket knife because what Lassian prepper doesn't. Just kind of
right there in your back pocket. So you're gonna sneak that out.
Cut my way through my ties on the sly. Can I roll stealth for this?
Yes.
Awesome. Boop, boop, boop.
Just a 1, huh?
One's pretty good. That's I broke even.
Okay, did you? Yeah. All right. So you got a 1, and you get most of the way through the ones on your legs when the guy dragging you sort of stops and notices something's going on. And you're near what looks like an airlock at this point.
Superb. So yeah, like finish unstealthily and kind of like rip myself free.
Okay. Give me a physique on that.
Yeah, sure.
You've weakened the ropes now.
It's a 2, which is
okay. A 2 will get your legs free.
Yeah. All right. Well, I've got the knife and I've got my got my legs. So
right.
You know.
Although the knife is still behind your back.
That's fine. I didn't learn Bongernese backwards fighting for nothing. So yeah.
Okay. So yeah, and you jump to your feet basically.
Square off, yeah.
You look kind of like the Black Knight in Holy Grail.
Nice.
No arms.
It's not flesh wound.
Awesome.
Kind of like keep working on my my wrists.
Okay, while you're
it's
doing
behind
this.
me.
Yeah. And he basically pulls out what looks like a stun gun and he's coming at you.
Okay.
So you could use athletics or fight to try to dodge.
So they end up being about the same thing. So I will just go ahead and go with my my Bongernese backwards fighting now that I've declared it.
Right.
And sort of like use my tail to kind of like feint a shot to his face, and meanwhile try and leg sweep him.
Okay.
Boom! 4.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh,
Oh,
he got a
crushed.
0.
Nobody
Ooh.
expects Bongernese backwards fighting.
No,
Oh,
he did not
clearly.
expect Bongernese
Leg
backwards
sweeping,
fighting.
like sort of like fall on him with the knife.
Okay. So you're gonna
Oh,
try,
yeah.
you trying to do stress to him, or are you trying to put an aspect on him of like knockdown or something?
Oh, I mean, I will totally go for an aspect of like out of his league.
His league.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's clearly out of his league.
Yeah,
He
he hasn't
was
seen
not
Bongernese
expecting.
backwards fighting
No,
before.
he's never seen it before.
He is at a serious disadvantage here.
I'm putting that on the tabletop here
Excellent.
so that we remember it. Yeah, he managed to squirm out from underneath you, but he's now bleeding from the knife wound
Mhm.
and looks a little shocked and perhaps dismayed as you manage to get your hands free.
Yeah. Get this fucking muzzle off.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
that's straight up the next thing.
Okay. So you'll spend your action taking your muzzle off, and he then comes at you while you're doing that.
Cool. So I will defend.
It does a little better this time with a 3.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Made of Steel stunt and defend with physique to just like take it while I'm busy getting this thing off.
Oh, nice. I didn't realize you had. I forgot I gave you that stunt.
That's awesome.
Boom!
Do it.
There it
All
is.
right.
That's
nice,
a 4.
a 4 physique, and that's enough.
Yes.
Basically, he sticks the taser thingy into you and zaps you, and you just shrug it off.
Awesome. I'm going to kind of like follow up by like taking this thing off my head, put it on his head, like even though it's like cut up and whatever, and just like, sort of like drag him and slam him against the wall.
All right.
That might be now. Granted, San has had some pretty good ones, but that might be the most just successful set of fight rolls in a row that we've ever had. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was a time that San just like threw people for a half hour. She just kept
That's
rolling
true,
throws over and over again. But like that was very impressive, Rex.
Okay, he's freaking out at this point because he got a -1.
Awesome.
Oof.
Boom.
You
Oh,
got a
crush.
So
Another
that's
4.
5 stress
Oh,
to him.
stop using all our
will.
good rolls.
Nice.
It's
So
not
his-
your good rolls. It's only mine. This
Okay,
is going to be my like glorious moment.
Fair.
Oh god, you know what I'm thinking of is like the Punisher TV show where he's in prison and he's just breaking out and he's just kicking ass. the whole way.
Yes. That's seriously.
All right. So he goes face first into the wall.
Yeah. Awesome. This
You
is, like kind of
you
a
basically
lights out.
grab hold of the muzzle and drag his face along the wall.
It's probably one of those awesome, like sort of like corrugated steel, like
Oh,
that's
yeah,
useful for
absolutely.
like traction. So it's like go, 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 go.
Yeah. He is now winded and angry, as well as being out of his league.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I should just tag out of his league right now, too, and put 2 more points on him.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I will just do that. Winded
right.
and angry and anything else now with that extra 2?
Yeah. He's got a mashed face because he had to take a consequence.
Oof.
All right, so you've tagged out of his league. You can't hit that one again for free.
Okay, yeah.
But he still is out of his league. That's not something he can get out of.
Right. Yeah, it's an aspect that I just used my freebie.
Yeah.
Good.
But Winded and Angry and Mashed Face all still have free tags on them. So
Sweet.
he basically is stumbling away from you, and it looks like he's trying to run for the airlock.
What's this? Your ship?
Maybe.
Do I still have the muzzle like in my grip?
Yeah, and it's still entangled with his face.
Yeah. He's trying to like get away.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna just like kind of talk to him. Like, what's that? Your ship? Taking me to the ship? Or is it just an airlock? You trying to throw me out? Is this some competitive thing about getting into the order of the info monks? Because man, like I'm a team player. I don't know what this is about.
So yeah, he's struggling with you, and then when you say that, he sort of pauses and looks at you like you're an idiot.
That's fine with me.
So he's going to try to escape from you.
All right.
You can try to hold on to him with physique.
Superb. By superb, I mean great. My physique is
your
only
physique
+4, not +5.
Your physique is your top skill, isn't it? Yeah.
It is, and I still have 4.
You keep rolling that 4.
Well, I had to roll a 0 for that, so it's kind of cheating easy. Yeah.
And he gets a 1, so he's unable to pull free of the mask. So you still got a hold of him.
I'm like, look, I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn. I'm here to like kind of like take and keep the faith. What is this? And I'm gonna try and like sort of try and like provoke him into like telling me and like making it clear what this is about. So
you're trying to provoke him into a monologue.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to provoke him into a monologue.
Okay.
Yeah, by like totally
that's
like
totally cool.
I am super off in the wrong direction. What are you doing? What's going on? And I will go ahead and tag Winded and Angry to like kind of or I'm expecting to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna tag Winded and Angry to like get that 3.
He did get a -2.
Oh my god, so it's a plus, it's like a 5 shift difference.
Yes.
Holy
so you're
crap.
gonna get a lot out of him. So
yeah. I'm like, look, I'm here to be an info monk. What in the world is this all about? I thought this was going to be sort of a collaborative process.
He says, I'm not a monk, you idiot.
Well, of course not. Me neither. We're in training. I totally doubled down on it.
He says, I'm here to bring you back to the Saldralan Empire. You're part of the Project 27.
How are you bringing up old news? Saldralans, huh?
If you lift your hand towards him again, he's going to be like, no, it's all right. It's all right. I'm not going to try and take you anywhere anymore.
Well, what else are you going to do? Are you going to come and join me with this newfound faith thing?
He's like, is that what you want me to do?
I believe that everyone gets choices in this life. You know, me and my old buddy here, old Sweeten Heat, we're trying to make something bigger and better of ourselves. Now, you know, maybe you've done your time in the job. Maybe you haven't, you know? But maybe that's up to you, too.
All right. So I'll have you make a rapport roll here.
That's awesome. I'm terrible at this.
Yeah.
By terrible, I mean I'm mediocre. But I'm probably going to crush him on this, too, which is going to be funny. Nope.
Oh, no.
Look, this is what happens when you gas yourself up too much.
That's true.
That's
no,
right.
He rolls -3.
You didn't
Okay,
beat
no,
him by much.
No. I'll spend for mashed face.
Okay.
I'll spend for mashed face.
To bring it up to a 1.
Bring it up to a 0.
Yeah.
Like this is
0.
this
which
is
still
not
better than his roll.
This
of
is not a
-1,
good
so.
argument.
No.
But like, what is the option that he has right now?
And he's like, all right, let's go back to the orientation meeting. And he spits out a tooth.
I reach down and I pick it up. I'm like, you ought to save this because there's a fairy that comes and collects these. I think it's a Kenrig, and it's like the only known situation where a Kenrig is going to hand you some credits for nothing. But it's not for nothing. It's for this tooth. They will take this tooth, and I'm going to reach his hand out and like sort of put it in his hand and sort of like clasp it around.
Yeah.
It's like, hold on to this.
He's holding on to it.
Yeah, because it's like winning the lottery. You go to sleep with it. The mystical Kenrig fairy comes and exchanges some credits for your teeth. Not the ones in your mouth, the ones under your pillow.
He just sort of nods in weary agreement and lets you drag him back to the orientation.
There's a good man. Yeah. He's not a Seldralan, right?
No, he's an Ursabaran.
He's an Ursabaran.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, let's go back.
All right. So you two are heading back to the orientation room.
Fantastic.
That's fine. Gigi, you've slipped back into where Brother Fenwick is waiting for you.
Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, those bathrooms are really nice.
He says, yeah, I suppose they're okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
So, and he kind of leans in, waggles his eyebrows a little bit.
She shuts the door behind her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, and she pulls out the bottle from her purse. She's like, how about we get ourselves more comfortable first?
He says, oh, yes, I do remember that this was your preferred methods.
Oh, of course. You got some glasses? Or are we just drinking it from the bottle like the good old days?
He'll bring out some glasses. He says, I'm classier these days.
Oh, look at you, just moving on up in status and stuff, and and she's just feeding him compliments and just like pouring him a drink.
Is your goal to drink him under the table at this point?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If that doesn't work, it's either that or have him tied somewhere and like work.
Right. Okay. So go ahead and make a physique roll.
Oh no. Question:
But
how
you
do I
have
make
a
that if I don't
+2
have
on
it?
this just naturally because of your high resistance to alcohol.
Okay, so is it mediocre and then like a modifier 2?
Yeah,
Okay. Can I tag an aspect?
absolutely.
Can I say taste for the hooch?
Yes.
Okay, so do I add a more +2s?
Add another +2 to it, but you don't need to worry about that until after you roll.
Okay. So adding that, so that will be because that was a 0, it will be a 2. Oh,
It's
buddy.
fine because he's terrible.
Yeah, yeah. He's a lightweight. Compared to you, he's a
I
lightweight.
forgot how it is with me. He's been sober so long here. He just
Right, exactly. He has like 2 or 3 drinks and then he's out snoring.
Yeah, I think they were like getting cuddly, and then like he just passes out, and she's like, and she sort of like shoves him off,
Right.
and just like starts pulls her hair back in a ponytail and just like starts working on the terminal.
Okay. You were instructed that the only thing you had to do is plug it in.
Oh, then she will pull out the dongle and plug it in.
All right. Yeah, nothing happens for a few seconds, and then red lights and stuff start to blink all over the console, and you start hearing alarms go off everywhere.
Can I do a systems roll?
Yeah.
Okay. And just a straight systems. That's a 4.
Damn.
Nice.
What are you trying to do?
Just make the alarm stop.
Okay, so you start. So there's you realize what's going on is that there's code on this that is trying to overwrite stuff in the system.
Mm-hmm.
So long as that is continuing to happen, the alarms are going to continue to go off unless you can disable the security systems that are causing the alarms.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just disable the security systems that are ringing, so we can do this incognito.
All right, so you're going to need some assistance for this.
Oh, shoot.
4 is not going to do it.
Do I need to spend another fate point?
Yeah, do you have one?
Yeah, I have a few.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll spend another fate point.
Okay, what aspect are you going to call on for that?
Oh, Jesus. Okay,
You got this.
Do it.
I don't have much to choose from, but I don't know if Disgrace commercial play with Pat Littlefit or The Stars Are My Home.
You can use We Are Everywhere again if you want to.
Oh, okay. Then I'll use that one.
Because basically some Arsabarans that you knew wrote this code.
Oh, of course it did. And yeah, she's going to.
So that puts you up to a 6, which is going to beat this. Is going to be allow you to shut down the security system that is causing the alarm to go off.
Excellent.
However, you do hear sounds of footsteps outside running around. After the alarm stops, they stop running. And you can hear people sort of discussing what might have happened. And then they're going down the hall, knocking on doors.
I think with that, she's going to like pull her hair back out of the ponytail and like sort of like mess it up a bit and like smear her lipstick.
Okay.
Just in case.
Subtle.
All right.
Look, you do what you got to.
And we'll leave it there as a
I hear
cliffhanger
that.
for the next episode.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, you really kicked ass there, Rex.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
seriously. You both did
so good.
wonderful.
Yeah. Graucom's not used to work with people so competent.
Yeah, seriously. Graucom this episode rolled a 0 and found out about the Declaration of Independence of the station. That's about it. I think if we cut back, Graucom's sitting there like, so you're saying there isn't a map on the back of it? Like, there's. Are you sure it could be invisible?
This is why you're sweet and I'm heat.
Absolutely.
Oh, amazing.
Hey there, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Dungeon Not Included. If you did, please tell a friend and leave us a 5-star review and encouraging comments on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. It really does help spread the word for new shows like ours. You can follow the latest from the Dungeon Not Included crew on Twitter at DNI Crew, and over at Facebook at Dungeon Not Included, or at our home on the Non-Productive Network at Non-Productive.com/DNI Crew, where you can find articles, character sheets, and Patreon exclusives, as well as our latest episodes. Thanks!
This has been a non-productive media presentation. Executive producer Frank Hablawi. This program and many others like it on the Non-Productive Network is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives license. Please share it, but ask before trying to change it or sell it. For more information, visit non-productive.com.